want to free a court case, you know what you're supposed to do? Guess what you have to do? You have to bring two witnesses. Where do you think that came from? Do you think that they made that up, or do you think they got that from somewhere? See, they're universal laws. Constitutional law has to follow universal. That's why it says in there, two witnesses. Why do you have to have two witnesses in the courtroom? Because you got to have two witnesses in the Bible, right? Why do you have three governing bodies, right? Or three branches of government, if you will, right? Why do you have three governing bodies? Because the Most High has three governing manifestations or bodies. Y'all don't want to hear. That's why I tell people, even if you don't believe in the Bible, even if you don't believe in Elohim, you better study that thing, because you're living in a system that is a false version of the system, that is a corporative version of the real deal. People don't like it, right? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you shouldn't love it. The word love means action. Right? That's why when you go to work, they say, we don't care if you like somebody, but you need to get along. Well, the Bible would say, we don't care if you like somebody, you should love them. Right? These two can go hand in hand, but they don't have to. Right? There's a lot of things that I don't like that I love. I put action towards. There's days that I get up and I don't like myself. I've talked about this before. There's days I don't like myself, but guess what? Still got to love my wife. Still have to love myself. Still have to love my children. Still have to love those people that I affect in the community. Still have to go out and do what I'm supposed to. I don't like the fact that sometimes I got a cramp. Guess what? I still need to find a way to be able to do what I need to do in the community. Right? All these things that you're doing, these things that you're talking about, right? Go to a court of law. In a court of law, they say sign an affidavit, right? An affidavit is a promise to the Most High. Go check out what an affidavit really is. That's why you should bring an affidavit. That's why we tell people, if people are trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, or they're trying to tell you that this is what a medicine does or whatever, then you need to bring an affidavit with them and say, okay, well, you sign this because you told me this is what's going to happen, and this isn't what is going to happen. I got it written down in the affidavit. Matter of fact, if you want, I even brought a notary, right? And a notary is what? A witness, right? So I even brought a notary with me, and so therefore the notary be one witness, you'll be the other witness to your own stuff, right? Saying that you said that this is not going to cause me thus such whatever. Are you willing to sign it? And they won't sign it. Why? Because they will not sign it because they recognize that once they sign it, they made a promise to the Most High that can be brought to a courtroom, and that person wearing the priestly robe in the courtroom, that's a fake priest, is going to have to use the universal principle of two witnesses. You got the notary and you got the affidavit. You got two people that were there to see that what you said, that what you're saying in court is correct. Thank you very much. I've never seen that. Is that Tink Belldale? I've never seen that. That's pretty. Thank you. Right? That's what we're doing here. Right? Like, this is what it's talking about, freedom. People keep talking about, the Bible, I don't put any stock in that. Well, you better, because your government is putting so much stock in it that they follow it to the T. Your government. You got 12 jurors. Where do you think the number 12 came from? Right? You got 12 jurors. You think that's an accident that they came up with that number? 12 represents kingdom. 12 represents leadership or shepherd. 12 represents the disciples. 12 represents government, right? They do that on purpose. You thought that was a random thing? Hey, even when they have 9 Supreme Court justices, do you know what the number 9 means? Aleph, Beit, Gamal, Dalet, He, Vav, Zion. Then you have Het and you have Tet. Tet is talking about wisdom, right? To be wise. Your Supreme Court. We need wisdom to govern the USA. And the Supreme Court doesn't govern the US, they govern the USA. They protect you from the US. Wisdom. You see that? And a lot of us don't recognize it. We don't even think about it. Right, using it against us, using it against Jacob's or Israel's seed. And we let them. We let them do it. Hello, Shalom, Chef. I'm sorry, I didn't see you in there. How you doing? Right? We let these people do these things. But this is because we wait on failure. We'd rather somebody govern us than be governed by the Most High, who says that all I want you to do is be in tune with me so you can govern yourself. I want you to be what? I want you to be a people. I want you to be a family. I want you to be a unit that is interdependent one with another and therefore is free. But you have gone from what interdependence on. See, we talked about this a while ago, right? Remember we had a long thing where we talked about where the Most High doesn't want you to be dependent. He wants you to be, I'm sorry. He wants you to be interdependent. Right? He wants you to be did I spell that wrong? I think I spelled that wrong. I be spelling dependent wrong. There's an E right there, right? There's an E right there. Somebody help me out. Is that an E right there? Where the A is? I can't remember. Somebody help me out. I'm being honest. See, I don't know everything. Right? But a lot of us, a lot of us are dependent. There's an E, yeah, I thought so. Dependent. Oh, dependent. That's the tense. Dependent. Dependent. Right, a lot of us are dependent. Right? Matter of fact, you can't wait to be able to put on your tax who's dependent on you so that you can get more money. Because in this system, it serves you to be a slave, to be dependent upon somebody else. Oh yeah, no shame over here too. Sometimes I spill some, sometimes I can't.